Hey everybody, One of Wisdom here. It is roughly 3:15, 3:20 in the morning, Friday, July 26, 2013. This is going to be what I hope is a fairly quick channel update. I have a couple things I need to address, get updated, just your general mundane stuff like that. First off, I've been getting a ton of questions on it everywhere. Last Friday, I was actually at the house in the morning, a rare thing. Having some work done, had to be here. Usually, I would make a blog post on something like this, leave it at that. Since I was home and kind of had to be here, something big went down. There was a leak of Swap Force characters. I went ahead and I cranked out a video. It was slide by slide. It's kind of weird. I'd never done one like that. And kind of narrated it, gave little information on each character. Needless to say, it was a big story because of the size of the leak, essentially. That said, it went up Friday, everything was humming along just fine, and then Monday, as you may know, the video disappeared. I have not told anybody this, and yet somehow everyone seems to know. It's kind of like 5th grade in PE. I'd hit a tennis ball way over the fence, and people are like, "Oh, the tennis ball went over the fence." Just little stuff. I don't have any idea how anyone would know. I certainly didn't tell anyone. But basically it was a copyright strike deal from Activision. Am I upset about it? No. Number one, I didn't really know I was doing anything wrong. Number two, the way they would have handled it is they would have contacted me and said, "Hey, please get this down." I would have done it, in a heartbeat. As is, they took it down. Obviously, like I said, like the scope of the leak. This wasn't, I guess, just like the magnitude of, Star Strike or something prior to E3. I guess it's kind of like real sensitive type situation. So they got it down. Everything's all fine and well on my end. If you note, in the video I told you to go to the blog because I have the still shots. You wouldn't have to pause the video, etc. I don't think I had to take those down. I was asked to. I went ahead and did it. That said, there's still... You can find the stuff if you want to. That said, I think it's something they prefer would not be, public information at this point in time. That said, I'm not going to go into great detail there. What I will tell you, if you missed it, you did miss out. That said, if you knew absolutely nothing of it, all you really need to know is there's some really cool stuff coming. The characters we haven't seen yet, we saw some of them, they looked great. There really wasn't anything to be disappointed or sad about. The one thing I will say, and this is something I'd said all along, I've gotten a lot of questions since E3, prior to E3, hey, how come we don't know any Earth Element? We don't have the Earth Element stuff. That's probably in part because I've said so many times that Earth Element's my favorite element. I had said all along, don't worry about it, I'm sure the character will be great. That's not me knowing anything I'm keeping from people. That's just me making an assumption based on what we've seen thus far. From SSA, then with Crusher and Flashwing in this game, I had no reason to doubt that the characters wouldn't be bad. There were 2 revealed, not going to tell you their names or anything out of respect for Activision and the situation, but bottom line, both of them looked awesome. I'm really excited about it. Again, I had no intention of telling anyone there was a copyright strike. They've rescinded it. Like I said, there's nothing adversarial going on. That's like I said, that's why I took the blog post down, just out of respect for their wishes. That said, all is well. Again, I don't know who even knew that there was a copyright strike, but apparently they've been telling people that, and then hence I've gotten tons of messages on it. But all you need to take from it is there's some really cool stuff coming, and I will leave that at that. Number 2, last Friday as well. This was right after I made that video actually, and got it uploaded. I went in GameStop. Daryl on Facebook had posted that there was a half off sale on a ton of stuff. Called my local store. The person I talked to didn't really know much. He didn't think it was in person. I had every intention of buying them locally. That didn't happen because he didn't think they had the sale, so I didn't bother to drive up and look. But you'll see Swarm right there. By the way, Chase McCain is hidden in this video. He's fairly hard to find. He may not be entirely on the screen. If you have a keen eye, you can probably locate him. That said, if you recall from the giant upgrade videos, that's currently what I'm uploading. Just recently did Bouncer and Legendary Bouncer. Obviously that would mean Eye-Brawl is next. The ones that, Crusher had Granite Crusher, Tree Rex I had 2 of because of the 2 starter packs. Scarlet Ninjini went with Ninjini. Bouncer obviously had Legendary form. It's one of those deals. I had multiples of most of them. The issues were obviously A, Swarm, B, Thumpback, and C, Eye-Brawl. Just had one of them. As you know with the Giants, you can't reset your paths. I'm the type of person, I don't want to go and reset a character. I mean, switch paths. You can't switch paths. I don't want to reset the character, lose all the money, lose all the time invested, and more importantly, in some cases, lose the heroics. Because that's basically my time invested in that character. I always said, if there's ever a really good sale on Giants, which there will be eventually, I'm going to go in, pick those up, then I can show you their other paths. That happened Friday. They were half, I think like exactly half off, like $7.49 or something. Combined total would be $14.90. I guess there's $7.49.5, if you will, like a half cent or something. But I ordered all 3. This was again like Friday around 11, right after I uploaded that video. As fate would have it, you probably wonder why Thumpback's not there and Eye-Brawl's not here. Well, I got an email back from GameStop that they didn't have sufficient quantities of Eye-Brawl. And I was like, well, no big deal. They said they'd apologize, they're sorry about it, they'll try to get them in and send it to me. Bear in mind, when I ordered it was in stock, that's why I was able to be added to the cart. Thumpback, I didn't hear anything about him having insufficient quantities, and he did not ship with Swarm. I don't know where he is. I don't know how you lose a whale in the mail, but apparently it might have happened, or the warehouse. But I went in last night, checked my order status to see, track Swarm number 1 and 2, see if Thumpback had shipped or something. No news on him, and then apparently Eye-Brawl hasn't come back in stock. Ideally, I get them. If not, I'm probably going to wait until there's another sale like this or better. That said, I will finally get to show you Swarm form. Plan to record it very soon. The reason this channel update wasn't done last night as I intended, we had a storm that started at 6 o'clock. It ran through about 8 in the morning. Rained quite a bit, and there was some lightning. It wasn't real bad. It wasn't severe weather per se. There was small hail earlier in the evening, but I mean, for here it's nothing. It wasn't grapefruit or softball or something. No tornadoes. I wasn't doing this, and so I was like, hey, I literally haven't played the game in like 2 months basically. And I had all the videos that I currently have. They're edited and uploaded in private. By the way, that was my other point. Some of you have asked what happened to the air element upgrades. That would of course be Lightning Rod, Sonic Boom, Whirlwind. The night that I edited and uploaded all that stuff, I did like 15 videos and went to bed while they uploaded. Apparently the last 3, which were basically our returning characters, the Series 2 upgrades, I had them set to private. I guess the computer timed out on YouTube, so instead of being private, they were public. People had liked and commented on them and stuff. The intent was that no one was to see them because I was doing the giant upgrades and those would come later. What I did, I just flipped them all back to private. They are there, ready to go. Last night, though, I came in, I actually finally got to record part 139, which it worked out well. Part 138 is Whirlwind's Tempest Dragon upgrade for Series 2. So part 139 worked out well because I got to finally introduce Polar Whirlwind. Introduced her, and then I was probably stupid in doing this in the event of what finally happened, but got her all the money and just upgraded her. I'm going to make that one continuous part, then did a couple of heroics. Part 140 introduced Series 2 Drobot. His upgrades will come with the tech element. I couldn't shower. The lightning, it wasn't horrible, but it was there. I don't, want to die in the shower, So I thought, hell, I'll keep recording, have fun doing that. And that's what I did. Earth Elements next. They already had all the money. Did Bash. Everything was fine. Light Core Prism Break, sailing along real smooth. Elected to take him down Crystalier. And then Series 2 Prism Break. As much as I don't like the goldy yellow color, it turned out to be amber in my opinion. But I took him down Prismancer. What I was doing, I'm taking them all through like Lightning Rod's Heroic Challenge. It's right there at the start of the list. And it has a nice assortment of enemies so we can like track, damage numbers. Took Prismancer Series 2 Prism Break in there. Literally had like, I don't know, maybe 15 seconds left of the challenge. Not per se, like the timer, there was like probably 2 minutes, but like I was about 15 seconds away from getting the tribal mask. That would have in effect ended the video. Lightning struck, literally, the house. I've mentioned this before. That's oftentimes why you'll hear me panic and turn the computer off when I'm recording. Again, this wasn't like a bad storm per se, it's just kind of garden variety, soaking rains, if you will. The lightning struck and the power went out, and I lost that entire video. Basically what that means for you is Prism Break, I did turn the Wii back on to eject the game disc and unplug it all, but I checked, everything works, he loaded up fine, he is fully upgraded down Prismancer still. The problem is I completely lost that video, like it was almost done and it's all gone, it doesn't like save a live recording or something. So basically, when we do Series 2 Prism Break, I am going to have to put him on the portal, tell you about his upgrades, and then I guess to make up for it, I'll do like 3 or 4 heroics, kind of maybe 15-20 minutes worth of stuff for you. That really sucked. The good news is the Wii's still working. Nothing happened to Prism Break or the portal. The computer works. It turned on really slow today. And, I was afraid I lost that, and I'd really be up a creek. But again, all that turned out fine. Let's see, what does that bring me to? Minecraft. I uploaded that. It's been one of the most requested things. I've not done anything with it, mentioned it. I've just always had people say, hey, you should do Minecraft. Hey, you should do Minecraft. Wii Fit Plus playthrough. Hey, you should do Minecraft. Skylanders. Have you ever played Minecraft? Jet Rocket. Hey, have you ever heard of Minecraft? Facebook. Hey, you ever do Minecraft? Twitter. Want to play Minecraft? I'd never touched the game, ever. Again, right before E3 picked up the iPad mini, my nephew and I started playing Minecraft. It's just a cheap free version, nothing fancy. The only real issue is it doesn't have like a save state, and it's really sensitive to getting disconnected for some reason. That said, we play it. We were doing a lot of cool stuff. I didn't know how the video would go over. From what I can tell, people really like it. It's by no means great. I can't really capture the footage. I have to record the screen, and then it's kind of blurry. You see all the finger smudges and reflections and stuff. That said, I told people from time to time if we did cool stuff, I'd record it. If it went over well, that seems to be the case. Recorded a cool thing we built the other day, but it's like so reflective. It was recorded after work at the office, and just the lighting kind of played havoc with the screen. That said, we were doing like co-op stuff where we worked together, and then like 2 days ago, my nephew kind of got the idea to have like Minecraft War. Basically, he came up with this, basically we each have 3, cycles of this day to build a castle or forts or whatever the heck we want to do, tunneling. And then we try to kill each other. And yesterday, 2 days ago, he won. I dominated yesterday. Today was pretty tight. We did like a best of 7 setup. But that's what we've been doing. I've currently got that castle. I was still building when he came to kill me, and I was kind of sad because I was wanting to, I was making some pretty cool stuff, I thought, but he wrecked some of it, but I'll try to film that right after this. Speaking of my nephew, this past weekend was in Toys R Us. That's where I got Series 2 Drobot. I just showed you I didn't reseal him or something. Everything changed in there. It's crazy. They had that Skylander wheel they didn't used to have the last time I was in there, which was 2 weeks before that. The Beyblade section, which had been the same since Christmas, went by it, and they had some crazy looking stuff. The Shogun Steel. I tried to pick this up on the sly, and then when I checked out, my nephew saw it, so now he knows about it. But I'm hoping we can unbox these. The problem is, I know nothing of these. I thought Zero G was coming up next. These have some of the base have little characters on them. You put them in an octagon. I don't know. I'll probably stick to the regular tops, I think, for what we do. But they look really cool. There's some crazy, this one has the elevator with disc that moves up and down to help adjust balance. Usually I like to have my nephew unbox these with me just because he knows so much more about them than I do. That said, I don't think either of us know jack about any of these. So if, we're busy or we don't have time, I may unbox them. It won't be great, but, you can see them, everything like that. They do look pretty cool. What else? On the blog, I guess right before I record the Minecraft video, I'm going to record another one. Going to make 2 new polls. Skylanders Giants versus Skylanders Spirals Adventure. Basically, game versus game. Which one do you like better? Going to do console and 3DS. I've wanted to get that up for a long time. Just haven't had a lot of time. I think that pretty much covers everything. Again, on the recording side, I'm doing the Earth Element, the Series 2 characters. That's what I'll be working through for a while. Prism Break Series 2 down Prismancer is going to be a weird video because of the lightning strike issue. Terrafin will be next, my favorite character. I'll take him down, I guess not Sandhog. Fire Element, I have 2 or 3 of them with enough money. Also, in addition to Swarm, I dug out my boxed Sprocket. It was one of those deals. I accidentally had another one because I bought it, and then I didn't realize I'd find it in the triple pack at the next door, and I just never took it back. So I will take her down the other path. I think that'll give us every Newlander, both paths for you. I think she's the only one that I didn't do. She's almost got the money. I may mix her in with the Series 2 tech elements. I'm not sure. I could do her after Swarm form or something. I'm real excited about that. I hope that GameStop gets Thumpback and Eye-Brawl and ships them, because 750 X3, you're looking at 2250 for 3 Giants is a pretty good price in my opinion. So I'm hopeful I get those 2 guys pretty soon. I can actually do their other paths. Again, the leak, you can still find that stuff. Again, I'd seen stuff in the past that was leaked. People have made videos, nothing happened. I think this one, it was kind of like concept art. The names might not even be, all of it's subject to change. But I don't know who, again, was going around telling people about copyright strikes and stuff. It's not a big deal. I deleted the video, they pulled the strike, all is well. But the good news is that happened Monday. Can't tell you much, but come this Monday, I think it will be a much better Monday for folks. That's all I'm gonna say. But maybe around time you're eating lunch or so, might see some cool stuff. So that said, I'll come back. I'll record just a real quick game versus game blog poll video. I'll try to get the Minecraft stuff real quick, and you should see I'll slowly, I was planning, if I would have gotten Eye-Brawl in with Thumpback, the plan was to come in and record those immediately, and then when I upgrade Eye-Brawl's upgrade path, which is next, I would have both of them. Same with Thumpback, and then I'd just toss in the Swarm. May hold out on those. It's just kind of going to depend on timing on stuff. But in the meantime, Castaways, Newlanders, we still got basically a week to vote. Most of them have around 30, 35 votes right now, I think. A couple of really tight ones. Not going to tell you what they are. You can go to the blog, oneofwisdom.com, check for yourself. Right-hand side, just below the Twitter feed. We'll get that one taken care of. I'll add the new polls, probably run those a couple of months on the game versus game one. But I think that pretty well covers everything. Again, if you missed the leak, just know there's some really cool stuff coming. I'm excited about it. I think everyone that saw it was very excited. There's nothing bad that happened. I don't know, again, who was telling people that. I've never mentioned it or addressed it with anyone. So not quite sure where it all came from. But yes, the video's down. I took the blog post down. That was the main questions I was getting from people. But that's that. Like I said, maybe next Monday will be better. This coming one, I should say. Keep your fingers crossed that Thumpback and Eye-Brawl show up, and then when I upload those, you'll see both of their paths. We'll take it from there. It'll probably be like a little, if Eye-Brawl's part 140, it'll be like a part 140B. It'll be a second one, because I've already recorded paths there, with different names and stuff. So that said, that is pretty much it. Like I said, I'll crank this video out, get a couple more done for you. Hope everybody's having a good week. It is Friday now, so everyone can enjoy the weekend. Days are getting shorter. On the flip side, the good news there, that means we're getting closer to fall. And that, of course, is when Swap Force will finally launch. So, good news there. Questions, comments, you can ask here on YouTube for a quicker response. Use the blog. Have a blog links right there at the top of the video description box. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. As always, thanks for watching, and we will catch you next time.